Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of the Code 3. We are working on another puzzle, the time puzzle, and so we need to go to the future. To the future! This is the overlay of 7 Fortunately, you don't really know where you're supposed to be looking at that specific. So, how are you going to know that to look at like that block is about to fall? Or that block is about to fall, or that block is about to grow. There is something happening pretty much every direction you look. This area is a little sparse, but not terribly. Uh, but knowing to look that way, it, this is where a cutscene in Minecraft might be cool. Which I guess you could potentially do that in 1.84. You can now turn people's heads certain directions to make them look in specific ways. He did a pretty cool trick where he made the block fall to the side. That's something that does not happen in Minecraft at all. A lot of this is done using trickery that doesn't work in the new versions though. So he'd have to figure out new tricks. And we will definitely see that when we test this puzzle in 1.84. Of course, I'm only going to test it in 1.84. I'm not going to test it in 1.9 when that comes out. That would be silly. It's testing these maps that specifically have to be run on older versions is, I'm just saying, showing him once to say, well, he helped create something, but in creating something better, his art, his masterpiece had to be limited to the old versions. Alright, so we get a little jump potion while we're here. So here's the room that we were in the past. This said too, I guess the ink dried off on both of these, so you can't get the solution there. And so, like I said, if you put a tree here, it would have just blocked that way. If you put a tree here, it would have just blocked that way. Your only two options were really this side and this side, and I think I put it on the right side. Well, arguably I did put it on the right side. Unfortunately, that was the wrong side. Oh no. So, I'm not feigning stupidity here, I'm just dumb. Uh, I put it on the wrong side. Well, we're gonna have to go back to the past. And why you can go from the future to the past by killing yourself is a little question. Red lines, if you get anywhere close to the red lines, they take all your items. But, yep, it makes no sense at all. Let's see, how did we get to that room? We need to turn the room upside down with this way is how we got there. Going through this transition more than 4 or 5 times, probably a little annoying. Just have to jump there. In 1.84 you would put like a sponge block right there so it wouldn't damage it. So I put down the second one, that eliminates the first one, and I put down the second one. So I put it on the left side, you need to put it on the right side when facing this direction. And now it's just a matter of finding the lava to kill ourselves. Now I think I solved this. But I could have actually not solved this. It might be worth it when we get back turned around to go put these in the upside down things. So J in the middle still, but Y, U, so Y, U, J, R, H. Let's go do that and see if that does anything. Since we'll be right there. This gets explained nowhere. If somebody was playing super carefully and just didn't want to die, they could be very well stuck. Let's see. So this is here. I'm gonna switch them around. Does that do anything or change anything? If it does, I'm not noticing it. Yep, not getting a lot of feedback there. Anyways. This is purple, right? So what do I need now? I need to switch that like that. Go back down and get an 8. And then we're going to go back into... Notice the map spun too. There we go. 4 is more than enough. Really, I only need 1. And then back in the lava. This is the episode of death where you die a lot. But yeah, you could really be stuck if you just refuse to die. I've had an experience of this when I was a very early gamer, in which I was playing, I believe, Final Fantasy 3 or 4, and at the very beginning you run into this dragon that you're supposed to lose to, but it didn't make it to the point where it was so impossible that you could just sit down and revive your guys and keep on fighting. So I spent nearly an hour fighting this dragon, and just barely taking away little chunks of his life, nowhere near enough to kill it. And at the end I just said, fine, forget it, I'll just let it kill me, because it took me about an hour to realize that, and there was no indication given you were supposed to lose, no indication, much like this map, that you're supposed to die. At least in the code 1, the puzzle that you had to kill yourself in was called death, so it made sense. It totally made sense. This, there was nothing that said the word death in the code 3. Although, can I really hold it against people if they're gonna play the code 3 and skip the code 1 and 2? I don't know if I can. So we'll drink this underscore and jump up and get up on this tree. And now we can get in this room. So we get on this red thing, we lose our stuff. So here's a room with a code, but the code is missing, the anvil's missing, the hopper's missing. Well, the hopper is here, but without paper and without seeing the symbols, I can't put the code in. And it's really falling apart. Darn it! Oops. Well, it broke. Is there anything down here worth seeing? Just some broken things. We can climb up the vines. But I can't look as I'm climbing. So let's work our way back up to some platform. There we go. Why I'm seeing bounding boxes, I don't know. He's probably doing some kind of trickery. So there's a room over there. I can't climb back up to the point I was at. But I can make it this far. So we know there's something there in the past. The question is, how do you just get to that room? And this is just a pile of lava to kill myself in. What am I missing? I'm all for killing myself. It's just I want to know what I'm supposed to have seen first. Because we haven't seen anything. Let's see. Here's a tree. Here's a lily pad. I can stand on the lily pad. There's some flickering lights. Pretty cool. What is down here? Ah! There we go. The purple room with the purple code. So we believe I could figure out this code if I had a piece of paper. I think I could figure it out. These two symbols I don't think we've seen, but that really doesn't matter because we only have 3, 8, and 0. So that at most you're talking 100 combinations. If I was gonna sit there and just, let's see, but where's the paper? Where is the paper? We've got to find the paper or we're gonna have to kill ourselves. Climbing up these vines. The placement of these vines is a little strange. We have this and this. I never saw a piece of paper anywhere. So we know this thing. We know the solution. Here's a piece of paper. Good. So we'll grab a couple pieces of paper and then let's head back down. Alright. So we know the B is 4. The 3 is 9. So it's 4, 9, something. Then the hashtag is 7. 4, 9, 7, something 7. And then the plus sign is something. So when we put this here, it is going to be 4, 9, question mark, 7, question mark, 4, 9, 7. Is that it? B is 4. 3 is 9. Then question mark. Then 7 is hashtag. Then question mark. So the options that we know, assuming you can't repeat numbers, are either going to be 3, 5, or 8, or 9. Or 0. Not 9. 3, 5, 8, or 0. Let's kind of cheat at this and assume that this is 0. So we're going to change the name, change this to 0. So we put 1 and we change this to 3. We put 1 and we change this to 5. And we put 1 and we change this to, I believe, 8. Is that right? We don't have a 3, we don't have a 5, and we don't have an 8. And we don't have a 0. So that's 3 guesses if we assume this is 0. Let's try this. 49370. Didn't work, I guess. 49570. Didn't work, I guess. 4980. Didn't work, I guess. So this can't be 0. Let's, if that's not 0, then we can take this and switch it around. Let's see, 8, 0, 8, and 8. So that gives us 3 more guesses. We will just get this. So that's not right. 49378. 49570. I don't believe I changed that. That was supposed to be 8. Let's go ahead and do that. We are being given 101 levels, so we can do this forever. Basically. Last one, 49078. Alright. So we know it's not 0 and we know it's not 8. Let's change it to 5 now. 5, 0, 5. There could be a flaw in my calculations here. I could be missing one. But let's try this. So 49375. Nope. 49075. Nope. 49075. Again. That didn't work. I swear this is what we're supposed to be doing. 49805. Let's try that. Nope. So this has got to be 3, doesn't it? So 3, 0, 5, 3. Oops. And my anvil's missing. I broke the anvil. Oh no. Did he write into the code an ability to resummon anvils after a while? He did in the code 1, but I'm not seeing it. So we're gonna have to hope one of these is right. That's not right. One last chance, I guess. 49573. That's not right either. Oh, something is weird. Something is going on. We have run out of anvil choices. We can't change this last one. We broke all our options. Is that forever or for a short time? Let's climb back up and get another piece of paper or a few. And then we'll come back down and see. Come on. I suppose just randomly guessing or trying to solve it that way might be considered cheating. We're seeing all kinds of special names for these things. That's 5 extra. Not that it would matter. There we go. We got lucky. So, let's see, 49573. So this one should be 873. We did it! That was 49873. So now we know that 8 looks like an 8, oddly enough, and 3 looks like the plus sign. Really? But we already had a plus sign looking thing. I'm gonna say we'll have to change that to looks like a 0. Or circle. We don't need to say that. So we have 5 still missing and 0 still missing. And we have solved this one. And because of that, we have a purple and a 1 next to our uh, name. This is the official first uh, actual code in the code that we've solved. But we've solved lots of puzzles. It's just there's codes and then there's puzzles. And that's the first puzzle, first code we've ever done. So we can get out of here and go back to the past. Actually, we're not back to the past, we're still in the future. We've got to work our way even further. This whole exiting and then dying to go back just a little bit behind every red line. So the red lines are kind of your checkpoints. We will probably solve some other puzzles that will point out the solutions we've already found by brute forcing it. But I didn't want to leave that area after we'd spent so much time on it. But we do need to leave this area at this point. There's nothing more in this section. It's time to work our way back. If this was going to unlock anything new, I don't know. I think it unlocked this. I'm pretty sure it unlocked this. Nothing having to do with the parkour at all. Let's check our map and see if anything new has been discovered. And yes, something has been discovered. We figured out and found some other stuff. And there's an entire blue room that's been unlocked. Or shown on the map. That's nice. Into the fire we go. And into the fire we go. And we are back here. It has been a long time since we've been here. And that's some good news. We have two puzzles that we saw a long time ago. One right here. And one right here. Which, at this point, it shouldn't take us any effort to do this. Shouldn't take us any effort at all. And on top of those two puzzles, there's a hole here that we want to get to. So we will deal with all of those next time. We've made some progress. We've forgotten puzzles. Remember that puzzle at the very beginning that I said was super hard? We still have yet to find the solution to that. And I don't remember where it is. If we do all the other puzzles and I still haven't found the solution to that one, naturally in the game, I'll just tell you what the answer is and we'll show it to you. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We're done with the time puzzles. We're done with the upside down rooms. We can come back to more of the center of the map. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. If you want to friend or follow me on practically any social media, I have links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.